And let me entertain you with the weather. A misty, foggy start, clearing to dry weather and sunshine. But will it last? I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Thursday.
Don't worry. Yeah.
It's all okay.
It's all
okay.
icy. Yeah, and literally for everybody. Cold, foggy, frosty, and a bit of a misty start for some as well. Here's the details. Yes, it's one of those days outside when it is cold and foggy. You might want to spend that extra time inside in the duvet, in the warmth, but you may need to allow extra time this morning. First of all, to scrape those windscreens because of the low temperatures, and secondly, because the visibility is poor, and that means slow going on the road. So warnings this morning across Northern Ireland until 8 o'clock for dense fog, and right the way through from Liverpool, Birmingham to Bristol down towards the home counties of fog. Some areas have visibility down just to 300-400 metres, so just slow going on the roads. If you're travelling in these areas, you will need to allow some extra time. So mist and fog to start, but then it clears away. But for all of us, a cold day ahead. Temperatures have fallen with clear skies to -5, -6 degrees for some areas, so cold, frosty, and yes, icy because of the moisture in the air and the freezing fog around. It means your cars will be very icy first thing. Now, as we head through the day, the sunshine helps to burn off that fog. A little more cloud and breeze in the west will do that as well. So western areas cloudier, milder. For everyone else, crisp, cold and sunny. Wow, I thought it was cold here this morning. It looks literally like a winter wonderland there. Now for us, it is cold, it's frosty, for some of us icy, and also foggy as well. And we actually have a warning from the Met Office for fog this morning. Dense fog for Northern Ireland until 8 o'clock this morning across central and western areas, and southern England it's until around about 10, arriving across Northern Ireland later on this afternoon. But how do things pan out as we head through the next 7 days? Well, let's take a look at our outlook, and we split it in half. So Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England. Looking at our temperatures first of all, they're below average today, and it turns milder by the end of the week and into the weekend. Percentage chance of rainfall, it is low for today. It is dry, but those weather fronts trying their hardest to battling, bringing wet weather as we head through the end of the week and into next week as well. Fortunes further south for England and Wales for the next 7 days. Again, temperature-wise, it's been fairly cool, but sitting around about average, if not above average, so milder for many this weekend. You'll certainly notice that. And then percentage chance of rainfall across the south of the UK. Well, today is largely fine and dry, but we have literally a roller coaster for the next few days. Tomorrow we see that wet weather mostly just through western areas. A decent enough start at the weekend on Saturday. Damp and drizzly at times, wetter on Sunday, but dry by the middle of next week. It's a misty and foggy start first thing this morning, and actually we have a warning from the Met Office for fog across Northern Ireland until 8 o'clock this morning, for western areas of England right down to the south coast until around about 10 or 11 o'clock. Visibility down to just a couple of hundred metres in some areas, and that means it's slow going on the roads. And also it is cold and frosty, which means it is freezing. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. If you haven't stepped outside yet, let me tell you it is cold and it is foggy. We have warnings in force from the Met Office across large parts of England for visibility down to just a couple of hundred metres. So slow going on the roads. You'll need to allow extra time for your journey this morning. And other than being foggy, like I said, it is bitterly cold. We have a widespread frost. It's actually not that much warmer. Some of us starting off with -8 degrees this morning. But yes, it is cold, frosty here, but it's also foggy. We actually have warnings in force for how foggy it's set to be through parts of England this morning. Clear skies allows two things to happen at this time of year. Temperatures to drop like a stone, or widespread frost this morning as low as -8 for some parts of Scotland, but also fog to develop through parts of Wales and central southern England. And it's up to down to 100 metres in places, so slow going on the roads. And with regards to the ice, you'll need to scrape those windscreens first thing. Now, through the day, little changes for England and Wales and Scotland. It's fine, dry, plenty of sunshine. A little cloudier across the west later on. Northern Ireland seeing some wet weather where it turns milder, but it's cold and frosty. The wind's out overnight again for many of us.